Hello friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate, episode 45. Last we stopped, we had just stolen the Cloak of Charisma, or otherwise known as Algernon's Cloak, from Algernon himself. The cloak gives you a +2 on your Charisma, and allows you to cast the Charm Person Animal spell practically an infinite number of times. I've used the cloak through the entire game to just solo it, grabbing NPCs left and right, and the cloak has never ran out of charges, so I don't know if it has an infinite number of charges, but it would sure seem like it. One last thing I'd like to say, actually, and before I say that, we're not going to use the Algernon's cloak, mainly because we'll use it for the charisma bonus, but it makes the game too easy and spoils the game, so we won't be using that cloak special ability. Anyway, as I was going to say, we lost the Book of Charisma due to an unforeseen glitch, and I confirmed the glitch by checking back on previous videos and comparing save files. When we picked up the familiar, the Book of Charisma got deleted for the spot that the cat goes in, so unfortunately we won't be able to get that, use that anymore. I should have used it a lot earlier. However, we found Tranzig here, so we'll go ahead and talk to him. Well, he says, "Why do you bother me?" And, well, we're just going to tell him to spill his guts, otherwise there could be trouble. And he says, "Well, I'm a mage, I've got magic." And honestly, I don't know who he's kidding, because one mage versus a party of 6 is, well, is a death wish for the wizard. Unless the wizard is extremely powerful. Anyway, he casts a ghost armor spell, which lowers his armor class pretty good. He threw an acid arrow spell at Jaheira, magic missile at Khalid, but he just does not have the power to take out this party. We've got too many hit points, and he just can't cast the spells quick enough. He asks for mercy, and we're going to tell him to spill his guts, then we might let him live, but honestly we have no intention of letting him live. He mentions Tazog, as well as Peldvale and Larswood, and the Wood of Sharp Teeth, which is where the bandit camp is. And we tell him that we can't let him live because he might tell Tazog. So that is the end of Tranzig. And our map and journal have been updated to show the locations of Pelswood and Larsville, or Pelville and Larswood. Anyway, he drops a Ring of Protection +1, which we'll give to Kaigan, and a Wand of Magic Missiles. Other than that, that's the end of Tranzig, and we finally have the tip-off that we need to locate just who exactly is controlling the bandits, behind the bandits, planning these attacks, and causing trouble along the Sword Coast. Here we'll just exit Baragost. We won't be coming back except for our Ankeg armor, which won't be done. He said to come back in a 10-day, but I think it's actually dependent upon the storyline of the game, and I think he'll have it completed by the time you clear out the bandit camp. Or at least that's what I want to say. At any rate, it's time to pick up something that one of our fellow viewers actually told me about, and I did know that it existed. There's an item called the Ring of Wizardry, and it was only added later in the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion. It's right here. You can barely see it, even when hitting the tab key. It's in this rock. It is one of the most valuable rings, if not the most valuable ring in the first game for wizards. It doubles the amount of level 1 spells you can equip. I didn't grab it earlier because, like I said, they'd added it only in the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion. Or at least that's what I want to say. Actually, I don't know, maybe I should verify that before saying it. Anyway, that's what I thought, which is why I didn't come down here and get it, because I don't actually have the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion installed in Baldur's Gate, so I could be wrong about that. However, I did know that it existed, but thank you for telling me about that, because that way, otherwise I wouldn't have gone back and checked. At any rate, we'll be going to Peldvale now. Alright, and Peldvale, we'll We'll want a quick save here, mainly because of the dangers in this woods. Basically, the dangers that we're gonna wanna look out for are the Black Talon elite, or I think they're called Chill Bandits, and or Black Talon Bandits or something like that. They shoot frost arrows, and a group of 6 of them can really do some damage quickly, especially if they all target the same person, and doubly especially if that person has very poor armor class. It pretty much just means death to mages, and somebody like Jahira or Kaigan could probably take it, although due to Kaigan's low armor class, I don't know. But you want to be careful. Those without shields, be wary. People are getting fatigued, so we'll rest here. Good, we didn't get jumped. This area also has a tendency to have you get jumped by about 1 million bandits at once. And while bandits by themselves, just regular human bandits, they aren't too much trouble, a group of, 10 of them behind your party, where your wizards are, can, once again, just spell out death. It's kind of a hit-or-miss type thing. So, rest at your own will. Nice to see some gibberlings out here. We're just basically going to mow them over. I didn't buy any bolts for Garrick, so unfortunately he'll have to use his short sword. If I had been thinking, I would have grabbed him some, but maybe we'll find some out here in the camp. But I doubt it. They typically just use bows and arrows. Oh well, more bears. Let's leave those alone. Yeah, random monster generator sometimes throws weird things like that at you, but oh well. I see no need to tempt fate. Funny enough, I would have expected to run into at least a small group of bandits by now, but I guess not. I wonder, maybe we should go down to, wait, what's this? Maybe we should go down to Larswood. Maybe this is where the bandit camp people are. Okay. Once again, it's if memory serves correctly, we won't actually be able to find the bandit camp. We have to run into these people who know about the bandit camp, and then trick them into taking us there, or we can kill them. I really don't know. This part of the game has always been tricky for me because I don't know, sometimes I'll play the game and it doesn't seem like Officer Vi ever appears in Baragost after I do the mines. Sometimes I'll play the game and it seems like I can never find the bandit camp, even though I explore the entirety of Feldvale and Larswood. I don't really know. Typically, if I'm this far in the game, I just do it the same way every time, which is talk to the bandits and pretend to get captured by them by saying that you want to join them. I might try it a little bit differently this time just to experiment. Finally, we see some actual bandits. Real bandits are nothing more than humans. I don't even think they're thieves. I think they're just fighters, as far as their class and stats go. They just have bows and arrows and longswords. There's nothing interesting about them, and they fall pretty quickly. The bandit scalps on them are worth 50 gold apiece. So that 50 gold does add up over time. So you'd be losing an opportunity if you didn't bother picking them up. It's quiet out here, a little too quiet. Although we don't see anything yet. However, we are clinging to the edge, so I guess that kind of doesn't excuse the fact that we haven't ran into anything. More gibberlings. No trouble there. I love the carnage. Oh, seeing them all just get mowed down just makes me so happy. At one point we were running from them. I think that's what makes it rewarding. We used to be afraid of those guys. Anyway, we'll stop there for the moment. When we pick up, we'll continue exploring the bandit outskirt woods.